Always good to start with a kitty cat. Yeah, you're right. Welcome back to M Hood Fishing. I am in recovery mode. Yeah, you're right. So yesterday I did a big yak adventure with Ray from Rigged PFA. Go check out his channel. Did it on not a lot of sleep. Maybe 4 hours, probably not. And I think he was in the same boat. We started seeing mirages out there. We were so tired, but we did it safe. Got a lot of big fish, all black drum. Now I need some good recovery food. So this is what we got going on here, guys. Check this out. We're looking for that thumbnail right now. Where is it? Somewhere in here. Yeah, you're right. How about this one? All right, guys. So what this is M Hood intuitive cooking. Intuition, right? Cooking with your intuition, with your intuitiveness. You've been getting into cooking for a while. You know how to do certain things, so you start dreaming up certain things. This is what we got going on here. So what we have here is an amalgamation of Korean, Japanese, and American soul food. This is Korean fermented black bean paste. We're gonna make a sauce out of that. This is Japanese here. This is hondashi, or just dashi you can call it. It is basically an instant stock. Instant fish stock. It's bonito. These are afukuku wings. Chicken wings, right? It's chicken. Afukuku is just a made-up word for chicken. These are collard greens. That is where the soul food thing comes in here. That is a leek. It's pretty much going to take the place of onions for us tonight. That's a spatula, that's a spoon, but I have a feeling you already knew that. This is a red bone. It doesn't need to be in the kitchen. First off, I'm not cooking this whole bunch of greens, so we're just going to get out a few good leaves that look good. Put the rest back in for later. Those look good. Maybe 4 leaves. That might be a little overkill for me. Yeah, maybe too much. We'll go with 3. Always important that you wash your collards. They're usually a little dirty. These are really good for you, but some people prefer them stewed. I do too, but not as stewed as some people. We're just gonna cut strips like this. Doesn't have to be all exact. And then we're going to bunch that up and just, yeah, kind of cubes, kind of just random. Put it in the bowl and repeat. Couldn't really fish today because it was a blowout. Everything was like gusting over 20 for the most part today. It was nice. Besides that, got up to 74, I think, today. Really nice and warm. I got shorts on still. It's still kind of warm outside. Still got a coonhound in my kitchen. Real important that you wash your leeks thoroughly. Down in here, they hide a lot of dirt sometimes. Sometimes that dirt can be really deep in there, and you just need to really spray it out good. You might even find it after you think that you've got it cleaned thoroughly and you're cutting it up and there's dirt down in here. Hopefully that's not the case. All right, what I'm going to do here is just cut that stuff that's thick and tight. Cut it right there, put that to the side. We're going to use some of that, but not all of it. I'm going to look down in here. Appears to be clean. Start thin slices. So now we've got this left over. We're going to take it apart, inspect it, make sure it's clean. This thicker part will help with the thickness of the stock and everything and the flavors. But we don't want to put all of it in there because it'll just be overpowering. Just thin slices. Gonna save this, and that's what I'm using right there. There we go. There's my leeks. Sesame oil. So I'm just gonna get some in the wok and heat it up. Good amount, just enough to cover the bottom here.
We want to brown that chicken in that, but that needs to get hot first. Brings the mess down. We're getting there. Just got to get them browned a little bit. Always find that to be a crazy sound. Let's see what this sounds like. This is vegetable broth. You can use chicken stock or even water. I did take a little bit of that heat, turn the heat down a little bit, because if it's really hot oil and you add this liquid in, you might not enjoy it. It's all quiet now. Super quiet. I wanted to put a little more stock in here. I emptied one container. Now we're opening a fresh one. It's good. It's good. About halfway. You don't necessarily need to just submerge them in the broth. Here we go. This is what it looks like. Looks like black bean paste. So I am going to add a good helping of this. This is fermented, so maybe taste it a little bit, see how much you like it, because you may want to put less, you may want to put more. That's about what I like right there. I will taste this as I go, because I'm cooking with my intuition. This is something I just kind of dreamed up earlier today. I've made similar things. I have made chicken with black bean sauce, but I've never had it with collards. I've never made this with collard greens and leeks, so it's a little new, but sounds good in my mind. We'll see what the end product is. All right. Oh, I told you I'm in recovery mode. I'm not all together here. I need this out. So we're gonna put 2 of these in here. About that. That's good right there. It'll give it some strong flavor. Lots of stirring. I want to bring this back up to a boil and then bring it to a simmer. This is probably when I'm going to figure out if I need to add more broth or not. I'm thinking no. I kind of want to avoid that because I don't want a soupy sauce. I don't want to have to do a lot of reduction to get it where I'm at. I'd like it to just be perfect. But if it's not, I have methods of perfection. I have a path to perfection. It may be cloudy, or foggy, but I know where it lies. Oh, so what's gonna go on with the leeks and the collard greens is the heat. Once I cover this anyway, the heat is going to make them fall down, and it's not going to look so big as it looks right now. It'll look like less greens and leeks. They'll kind of shrink up a little bit. I think it's going to be perfect. I think I have enough liquid in there. I don't think we're going to have to do a horrible amount of reduction in the end, but we do need that rapid boil. Maybe we kick it up a notch here. There's that rapid boil. There's that lid down in there. We are pot cooking tonight, let me tell you. So we're gonna drop it down to about a 2 or a 3. It's an electric, so you know that's what you need. You need a low heat for a simmer, and if you have it covered, it's gonna keep boiling, but slowly. It should slow down, but still cook. Gonna leave that there for about 20 minutes. That means we have time to do stuff. Clean up this mess. There we go. Actually, I'm just going to fill the sink, I think. So Japanese and Korean food share a lot of correlations, a lot of similarities, because they're right across the way from each other. I mean, that's how it's super easy for the little guy to shoot the rockets over Japan, because he's just across the way. So you can just easily lob them over. Right? So they have a lot of cultural correlations. You can find similar things in Japan and similar things in Korea. If you're wondering where I find these things, I find them at an Asian market near me, Hong Kong market. If you got one near you, I bet you can find it. A lot of people say they have trouble finding miso. Sometimes what I've noticed with it is people can't find it in the store because there's only one little thing available in the store, and it's just hard to find it because it's there by itself. So if you're in a store, a regular grocery store, out in the middle of somewhere, you know, like maybe Kansas or Nebraska or Ohio, and it's just a regular store, and you're looking for miso, sometimes you'll find it in that section of the veggies, you know, where all the fruit and veggies are, where they got the refrigerated dressings and salads and tofu and those unhot dogs and stuff like that. Sometimes it's there, other times it's in another section, but it's usually going to be somewhere in the refrigerated section if it's just a regular store, and it's going to cost a lot. But if you go to an Asian market, you'll have a wider selection of different brands of miso to choose from and a wider selection of prices. You might have a harder time finding this. You might have to go to an actual Asian market. Sometimes Asian markets are more in a city than they are just like out in a suburb. But you can find little micro markets, like small Asian stores sometimes in suburbs. Not like a full-fledged grocery store, but tinier, like the 7-Eleven of Asian markets. This is looking really good. It's done as well. This looks great. All right, let's see how the leeks make this taste, because I already know I like the flavor of this fermented black bean paste, and I know I like chicken. I know I like collard greens, but do I like all of this together? I'm gonna get just a bit of greens and rice. Wow. I can taste the leeks. It's really good. Mm. 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 Yeah. Let's take another bite of that chicken. Mm. 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 Wow. Exactly what I need to power back up, but I'm going to power up and chill out. Yeah, you're right. I'm going to edit this video real quick, but really, I'm going to get in there, edit the video, and then chill out. I'm going to watch an episode of All Creatures Great and Small. Yeah, you're right, guys. The world is topsy-turvy and getting weird. It's been a weird past couple weeks, hasn't it? Lots of weird things, bad things. Not going to let it stop me from enjoying some good food, and neither should you. Got to get back up and keep going. But you got to respect your chill out time. And that's what we're about to go do. And this is perfect. Perfect for it. You got to give it a go. You got to try it. Try cooking with some intuitiveness, some intuition. Yeah, you're right. I almost can't get words out of my mouth right now. Figure out what you like. Figure out what is to your taste. A lot of Japanese and Korean style cooking, if you go by how they do it, it might be a little more salty than you are used to. I like it that way, and I am really impressed with this mix of flavors here. Really good stuff. Thanks for watching, liking, sharing, and subscribing. I'll see you next time, guys.